In a tranquil village nestled among rolling hills, there stood an ancient Zen monastery. This monastery was a beacon of peace and wisdom, overseen by the venerable Zen master Ryokan. Master Ryokan was renowned for his profound understanding of the mind and emotions, and people from far and wide sought his guidance. One day, a young woman named Aiko arrived at the monastery, burdened by her tumultuous emotions. Aiko's life was a storm of anger, sadness, and frustration, which she felt she could no longer control. Desperate for peace, she approached Master Ryokan, hoping he could teach her how to master her emotions. When Aiko arrived, she found Master Ryokan meditating in the monastery's serene garden. He welcomed her with a warm smile and invited her to sit with him. Aiko poured out her heart, explaining how her emotions seemed to control her, leading her to act in ways she later regretted. She asked, "Master, how can I learn to control my emotions and find inner peace?" Master Ryokan listened intently and then said, "Aiko, emotions are like the weather, constantly changing and often beyond our control. But like a skilled sailor navigates through a storm, we can learn to navigate our emotions." He then asked, "Would you like to see how?" Aiko nodded eagerly. Master Ryokan led her to a small, still pond near the garden. He picked up a small stone and handed it to her. "Throw the stone into the pond," he instructed. Aiko did as she was told, and the stone caused ripples to spread across the water's surface. "Observe the ripples," Master Ryokan said. "This is how emotions affect the mind. When something disturbs us, it creates ripples of emotion that spread and affect our entire being. But watch closely." As the ripples gradually subsided, the water returned to its calm state. "Emotions are temporary," Master Ryokan continued. "They arise, they create disturbance, and then they pass. If we do not react to them, they will settle naturally, just like the ripples in the pond. The key is to observe them without attachment or judgment." Master Ryokan then guided Aiko in a meditation practice. "Close your eyes," he instructed. "Focus on your breath. When an emotion arises, do not resist it or get carried away by it. Simply observe it, acknowledge it, and let it pass like a cloud drifting across the sky." At first, Aiko struggled. Her emotions were strong and often overwhelming. But Master Ryokan's calm presence and gentle guidance reassured her, and she continued to practice. Over time, Aiko noticed that the more she observed her emotions without judgment, the more they began to lose their power over her. She felt a growing sense of peace and clarity. Days turned into weeks, and Aiko's practice deepened. She learned to watch her emotions with compassion and detachment, allowing them to come and go without being swept away. She discovered that her emotions, once a raging storm, could be navigated with mindful awareness. One day, as Aiko sat by the pond, Master Ryokan approached her with a smile. "You have learned well, Aiko," he said. "Remember, controlling your emotions is not about suppression or denial. It is about understanding their nature and observing them with mindfulness." Aiko bowed deeply, filled with gratitude. She realized that true control over her emotions came from observing them with kindness and letting them pass naturally. She returned to her village with a newfound sense of inner peace, eager to share the wisdom she had gained. Aiko's transformation became a source of inspiration for many. She taught that emotions, like the weather, are natural and ever-changing. But by observing them with mindful awareness, we can navigate through them and find true inner peace. Thus, Master Ryokan's teachings spread far and wide, bringing tranquility and clarity to all who sought to control their emotions and live a balanced life.